Happy Victory Monday, Bengals fans, and welcome in to Cincinnati Bengals Talk. I'm James Rapine of allbengals.com, and hopefully you checked out both of our post-game videos. My instant reaction at Paul Brown Stadium following the Bengals' 41-21 dismantling of the Baltimore Ravens. Over the next few minutes, I'm going to get into Joe Burrow's performance, what he said after the game, which you can also check out some of the post-game comments if you click on Cincinnati Bengals Talk and watch our videos. Plus, I'm going to get into some numbers because it's kind of crazy what the Bengals have done thus far. And, I got to tell you about a local company that I'm excited about as well to partner with. And Bengals fans, believe me, you're going to like this one. But I have to start with Joe Burrow and what he said about Wink Martindale because great players, as I kick the camera, great players, they find motivation with the silliest things. And it doesn't take me to tell you that, right? I have a guy by the name of Kobe Bryant behind me. Michael Jordan, certainly someone who does that. There's a picture of Tom Brady here. And yeah, there's some glare because I want to show up. But you get my point is motivation comes in all of these different places. Will Smith, the reason he's up there is because I think he's an inspiring figure and he finds motivation internally. And I think as an athlete, going into individual matchups, going into matchups like you have to do week to week in football. And, if the football season's a grind, 18-week season now, just the regular season, you need to find that extra edge. And I think that's what Don Wink Martindale did. When he made the gold jacket comment, when he said, Aaron Rodgers is going to be, is a gold jacket. He's a Hall of Famer. And last I checked, we're not putting a gold jacket around Joe Burrow yet. It's true. And yet, if you're Burrow, you can take that as a slight. And he acknowledged it after the game. Here's what Burrow said about the comments, because he's very much aware of them. And if they had anything to do with him continuing to throw the ball deep downfield late in the game on his way to going 37 of 46 for 525 and 4 tutties against Wink Martindale's defense.
I didn't think it was a necessary comment. I wouldn't say I was offended by it. I mean, I'm in year 2. Who knows what's going to happen down the road, but I didn't think it was a necessary comment.
Was it on your mind when you were throwing at the end for 525?
Maybe.
That smirk at the end. He says maybe, gives the smirk, and it absolutely did. And again, it's a little thing. That's not the reason why the Bengals kicked the Ravens' tail back-to-back times and outscored them. What was it, 86 or 82-38 on the year? That's not why. It's not why Joe Burrow combined for 416 and 525, over 900, do the math, 941 passing yards in 2 games against the Ravens this year. That's not why. But, and Dave Lapham said this, and I'm going to steal it. If Joe Burrow isn't getting fitted for a full gold jacket yet, maybe that right arm has gotten fitted because of what he's done against the Ravens this season. And this Bengals offense, it's wild. So, and I stole this from Phil Yates of ESPN. The Bengals are the first team in NFL history to have a 4,000-yard passer, 2 1,000-yard wide receivers, and 1 1,000-yard rusher, all 25 years old or younger. Think about that. These Bengals are performing at an extremely high level. Joe Burrow, year 2. T. Higgins, year 2. Joe Mixon, feels like a veteran. He's in year 5, but he's still just 25 years old, the same age as Joe Burrow, a little bit older than Burrow. Jamar Chase, 21 years old. Tyler Boyd, by the way, is the old head in the room, right? And he's not even pushing 30 yet. So, and could still get to that 1,000-yard mark, which that'd be cool, right? He's 208 yards away from that, and it's doable over the next couple of weeks. But the point is Burrow has that swag to him. And when you mix that in with other guys that are cut from that cloth, because I think Jamar Chase is cut from that same cloth. And that's why Burrow pushed for him in the draft, because he knew. And guess what? The Bengals got it right. I said this on Locked On Bengals. I'll say it again. I turned to Emily Parker one of the heads of the Bengals public relations staff. I don't know her exact title off the top of my head, but you're familiar with her, I'm sure. If you're on Twitter, you see what she's done and stuff like that for the Bengals and the behind the scenes. And I was like, that's why you draft Jamar Chase. I said that after the game because it's not just what he does. It's what he allows Burrow to do and he allows T. Higgins to do and how he opens things up for Boyd. And it just makes it so hard on opposing defenses now to guard 2 wide receiver ones and one of the best, if not the best slot wide receiver in the NFL. You mix them all together with a guy like Joe Burrow, and now we're starting to see it because Burrow's playing at a level that we didn't see earlier in the year. His athleticism, the way he's moving in the pocket, I think he's falling better, which is a weird thing to say, but I think the way he rolls and the way he's taking the hits is better. And he wasn't taking a ton of hits early in yesterday's game, but the ones he did take, he was able to get away from. And then they started to pass it, try to push the ball down the field to get to that 500-yard mark late in the game, and he took some extra hits as he was extending plays. But overall, he's balling. Reminds me of LSU Joe Burrow. And so when you have that, and you have a guy that's clearly motivated and can use something as small as a teensy little weensy comment that Don Wink Martindale said, oh, and then you have a guy like Jamar Chase who, and I took that personally too, went Michael Jordan on him. They both felt that way. You can use that as motivation. And proof of that, and I don't have video of this, but I'll say it, Trey Hendrickson said, I wouldn't want to piss that guy off, speaking about Joe Burrow. And he said, yeah, I had read some things during the week that might have, lit that fire. It doesn't take much. And that's something that I think is going to continue in this rivalry now, because now you have Zach Taylor running the score up, so to speak, or running the yards up on John Harbaugh. And Harbaugh didn't say much on record after the game, but you could tell he did not like that the Bengals were still throwing up 20 with 2 minutes to go. And, Joe Burrow broke that Bengals franchise record. But, hey, that is life in the NFL. The Bengals right now, the 3 seed in the AFC, all they need is 1. That's the magic number. 1, 1, 1, 1. Beat the Chiefs, win, you're in, you clinch the division, boom. And we could be talking about seeding more so than just getting in to the playoffs. So that's all they need to do to clinch the North. You win, you beat the Chiefs, you're going to be in there because the Browns have 7 wins with 2 to go. And you might not have the tiebreaker over them, but if you get to 10, guess what? They can't get to 10. So you're ahead of them. You have the tiebreaker over the Steelers, and they're not getting to 10. And you have the tiebreaker over the Ravens, and they're at 8-7. So they might get to 10, but you're going to have the tiebreaker over them. So the Bengals, they're in business. And speaking of the Bengals, I'm excited about this on Cincinnati Bengals Talk. We've partnered with Rivertown Inquiry. They're a local company that makes the best t-shirts ever, including this one, this jungle tee. Look, I'm going to stand up. Look at that shirt. It's awesome. I love it. I love the tiger. I love the design. I love the color, and I love the comfort. Every shirt comes with this little patch right here, little customized Rivertown Inquiry logo. And the best part about this looks like a brand new shirt, right? Oh, new sponsor. James must have just got this. I've had this for months. I've worn it a ton, and they hold up great. So you're getting a quality product from a local company, and it might not just be, maybe you're not looking for Bengal stuff, right? Or Tiger stuff or this jungle tee. Maybe you have enough of that. Well, they have a ton of Cincinnati gear. So you can check them out at rivertowninquiry.com. And the best part, if you're visiting, let's say you're coming to the Chiefs game, which hopefully you are. Hopefully you see me on the field before the game. We can catch up and say hi, because I love seeing Cincinnati Bengals Talk, or Locked On Bengals listeners, or allbengals.com readers. I love it. Can't get enough of it. Anytime you see me in public, always say hi, because I love it. But you can shop online wherever, all across the country, at rivertowninquiry.com, or you can visit the retail shop. It's in the heart of Oakley. It's really easy to get to, 10 minutes from downtown. So if you're staying downtown and you have a car, easy, or it's a short Uber, and there's plenty to do in Oakley as you visit Rivertown Inquiry. It's 3096 Madison Road, and you can get their address at rivertowninquiry.com. Also, they're open 10 to 6 Tuesday through Friday, closed Mondays, and then 10 to 5 on Saturday, 11 to 4 on Sunday. So they're even open on game day if you need to get some swag before Maybe you're not going to the game and you're going to a watch party. Boom, you can do that. Maybe you want to get some kind of Cincinnati gear ahead of Saturday's Cotton Bowl. RivertownInquiry.com or visit them again, 3096 Madison Road. They're open 10 to 6 Tuesday through Friday, Saturdays 10 to 5, Sundays 11 to 4. Shout out to Doug and his team for partnering with us because I'm excited about it. I'm excited to rep a local company. One win away. They're 9-6. By the way, I'm 8-7 with my predictions this year. So we're back over 500. You give them one of those Jordan fist bumps. Joe Burrow had the little shrug at the end. I'm gonna do just this. This is me right here, 8-7. Happy about it. We'll see if I can get the 9-7 this week. Big matchup for the Bengals against the Chiefs. We'll start to look towards that game. Maybe Tuesday, certainly Wednesday, but potentially Tuesday as it gets closer and closer. I might even do a live chat. We haven't done a live in a while, so maybe we'll do that as well. Either way, go to rivertowninquiry.com. Check out everything they have there and plenty of stuff to get you set. I know it's post-holidays. I understand it, but maybe you're late Christmas gift-wise. I got you covered. rivertowninquiry.com. For Andrew Fox Miller, I'm James Erpine. Thank you so much for watching right here on Cincinnati Bengals Talk.